Hi, my name is Jessica and I'm the illustrator behind the Oak Den, and this is my first YouTube video where I'm actually in it, so I'm a bit nervous, but I'm going to go over why I use print-on-demand / Printful for my illustration business and like a brief overview of the products I use and why it's so good for my business, and it might help you if you're an illustrator or artist or creative designer person. So the main products I use are like these mugs, and I do art prints, and like I've given away all my art prints to people I know because I'm cheap and I just give them gifts of things I make. But I've got like my t-shirts samples that I've got over the last 6 months that I've been using Printful. The benefits of Printful is that you can try out like a design, and if you're not sure it's going to work, it's no big deal because it's printed on demand, so you're not ordering a whole lot of stock. Like, it's just when the customer orders it, Printful makes that one product up and ships it off to them, so you're not got a huge lay of costs. The postage is really great for people like me. So Printful, a customer orders it, and like whatever factory is closest to them is where it will be printed and shipped from. So like, I live in New Zealand and it's really hard to sell to like Americans or people overseas because the postage is crazy expensive. But because they get printed and shipped in America, it means that I can keep the costs really reasonable. Yeah, it's a better alternative than like Society 6 or those other on-demand ones, because some of those things you make like $2 a sale or something, where you're making way more than that. Like, I'll go in another video, I might do like per product videos, and I'll go into like how much like it costs for my t-shirt, and I use Etsy, so I'll go like my Etsy fees and then what is left on top for me as an artist and what I get. Yes, there's no need to buy in bulk. You can offer more sizing, so it's like you can go from extra small to like extra large, like 5XL, which, like, you know, for people like me, that's really awesome because it's like nice to not like exclude, like everyone like should get, you know, nice t-shirts with your lovely designs on them. And yeah, also one of the great things about it is I know a lot of people love packing orders and stuff, but which I do love doing, and I obviously appreciate orders, but like it's so much better spending time doing more artwork and creating more things for people, which you kind of get like when I get an order, it just pops in through my Etsy, goes straight to Printful, and I'm just go, oh, that's nice, I'm glad they like that t-shirt, and like might send them a wee thank you, but I'm not spending like hours packaging up orders. Like, I can spend more time making artwork for you guys. Okay, so how does Printful all work? You just upload your file, which is usually a PSD, to the Printful website, and you place it on the template and set it all up, link it to your shop, which like are usually integrated. So I use Etsy, set it up in Printful, just push a button, it gets sent to the Etsy in the drafts, you just check all the things are correct in Etsy, and then you just push publish, and then it's now on your Etsy shop for your customers to buy. I also recommend, if you can afford it, to order samples of the products and take photos of them, because the template mock-ups they do are pretty good, but like, you know, you can make it way nicer yourself. And then, so once it's all uploaded, yeah, it's all good to go. You set up your file, which should always be 300 dpi, and look at the size of the like printing area you're going to need. If you're designing it specifically for the t-shirt or mug, etc., I usually make the design a bigger size, so that way you can scale it down or like do whatever, you're not stuck with like a low resolution image. Cool, so you make sure it's 300 dpi, and make sure like, okay, this is my other tip for files, is, so I ordered all these samples when I first started going, and I don't know if you can see this, but like I did these animal hybrids, and that's not like the camera out of focus, that's like my bad for doing too fine a detail, and the print, like the mug printing system can't handle like the really fine lines, whereas I did this one with my little jungle cat king guy, and yeah, it turned out really nice, and I especially like the colour inside too. Yeah, so that's a good thing to note, is not to do too fine a detail for the t-shirts or the mugs. Prints are fine because it's like a normal printer, but the heat transferring thing seems to not like the small lines. Yeah, so 300 dpi, no fine lines. Put it on a specific file template. It's got to be flattened. Like, they have all the information on their website, but you know, I'll do specific videos for each product so later on, so that way you can see step by step how to go through it. Okay, so once your file's all set up, you just upload it onto Printful, and then you go through and click like add product to store, and then it gives you all the prompts you've got to go through, and you just set up all the file information, your description, using Etsy or your tags. And it's really important to make sure you look at like the shipping costs and tax costs and account that into your product price. The product price they recommend is too low. You want to go a bit higher than that, and obviously do all the research for what your competitors are charging as well. I mean, we might be artists, but we also still need to make some money, and like, you deserve it. I'm sure your stuff is lovely. Also, feel free to link your stores below, or like what things you created. I'd love to see if anyone uses any of my tips today to make anything. Okay, so once it's all set up on your shop, if you go through the Etsy file setup stage, just put finish and it'll send it straight to Etsy. It'll go in your drafts, and then you go and click check everything in Etsy as well, because there's some more options in Etsy that aren't in the Printful automation. And then you go through and you set that up and just push publish, and now it's on your store for your customers to order. So when your customers order, their payment, you get paid into Etsy, but then the order goes through to automatically through to Printful, and Printful charges you for the t-shirt printing. So there's like a gap between when you get paid and when Printful gets paid. So you've got to have like a little bit of money in your account to cover the costs of the original printing, which is no big deal, but you just got to make sure you're aware, because I've been caught out before. I'm like, oh god, I don't have any money. And then yeah, so once that's all done, then Printful will print off the order in the factory closest to your customer, and then, or like wherever it's available to be printed, because you know, COVID, some stuff's a bit crazy. And then they will print and package and ship it directly to your customer, and then that's it, it's done. Like, their products are really nice as well. Like, it's all great. Like, I can't I love it so much, it's great. I'm just going to briefly talk about some of the products I really like that they make. So I use the t-shirts as the first thing I made, and that's like why I started using them, because I've always wanted to make t-shirts. Now Printful does this really cool thing where you can buy swatches with all the different colours on there, so then you can know what you're going to get when you print, which is really helpful. And now I just use the same kind of colours in lots of my t-shirts, so I know they're going to be good, and I don't have to always order samples of the products. But yeah, you can get it on your white, because the white t-shirts like absorb the ink. I'll show you on a nicer t-shirt, like this one, my cottage core one, like turned out really well. And if you see here, the ink's all like nicely like is absorbed directly into the fabric, whereas I don't have a black one on me at the moment, but the coloured ones are the same. Yeah, Mothman. And I don't know if you can hear this, but it's like got like a white undercoat on it, and then the printing goes on top, so it's not as like absorbed. It's kind of like got a top layer, but that's normal and it's fine. Like, I've got some colour, like all mine are in the wash, my black t-shirts, but they've lasted like 6 months and not much wear, and like they're all cotton and nice and breathable. And this is like another one that I've done. Oh, and I like this is cool. Print your little logo and stuff on the inside. Like, I think it looks so much nicer than just the tag. And also, like, business tip, you put your website on there, so that way they go, oh, I can't remember who I got that t-shirt from, or I want to order another one. Right there, inside the back. And then yeah, so this is like another one I did. and like, yeah, like gradient printed really nice. So I think it's really good. So these are the two types of mugs that I offer in my shop. Just a plain white one that you put like your design on, and then like these colourful ones. They have 4 different colours. I actually drank out of this earlier, it's not 100% clean, but yeah, so these are my favourite ones. I really like the colourful ones with the colour inside. You have 4 different colours: black, blue, red and yellow insides, and yeah, they're really nice. The print quality is really good. Like I said before, don't use fine detail, and it just wraps around the edge here, and it comes packaged really securely. I've ordered like 6 or 7 samples and they've all come in fine. Another really good thing with Printful is I did have one mug that had like the plate must have moved or something when it got printed, and it had like a bit of a smear, and Printful just automatically refunded me my money like straight away. They like, I sent a photo, showed them what happened, and like, no problem, you can either get a replacement or a refund, and I just went refund, and it was in my account like straight away. It's really great. Cool, yeah, so if you have any questions, want to check out my Etsy page to like see how I do things. I'm sure there's spelling mistakes in my descriptions, but I try my best. The Oak Den on Etsy, and the _oak_den on Instagram. You can also send me a message there if you have any questions you want to ask. And yeah, I really recommend it, and I hope you guys can make some cool products and tag me and I'll have a look, and I don't know, we can all share our knowledge together. And if there's anything you think that you would recommend from another like print on demand company, let me know.